Well, I think we got it right, haven't we? Alrighty, guys. Hang on, I just a little bit of fiddling around. So who's in the house? Who have we got, guys? Jade's here. How's it, bro? How you doing? Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Hey, Jamie, how you doing, buddy? Kiwi in Oz is here. Nigel Brown, one of my recent Patreons. Welcome, buddy. Thanks for your support too. Nigel Brown. You'll be, Digger Mike is in the house. How's it, guys? How are you all doing? Merry Christmas, Happy New Year and all that carry on. Digger Mike, just catching up on writing everybody down. Phil with 2 L's is in the house. G'day, mate. How are you doing? Happy New Year. Hey, just so you know, Nigel, you are fairly new to all of this. What I do is at the end of the live stream, I do a couple of draws and there are prizes up for grabs. And at the moment, we've got the last live stream we did, had a couple of winners there. You get your name down in the diary for a knife, brand new knife of your choosing. G'day, David Carlisle. Yeah, good morning to you. It's evening over here. I know it'll be morning over there, some ridiculous hour probably. Welcome, Dave. Thanks for joining in. But yeah, Nigel, all Patreons and members of my YouTube channel, like YouTube members, actually go in the draw at the end of the live stream for a name in the book. And the first one to get to 5 names in the book, or 5 ticks, or whatever you want to call it, wins a knife. And then we start all over again. So yeah, so there you go, Nigel. So we do it for members and Patreons, and then we also do it for super chats. So anybody who does a super chat goes in the end of stream draw as well. So who else have we got in the house? Seth Clayton. How's it, buddy? There's a new name. 101 says Dave. Yeah, you're a night owl, aren't you, Dave? Crazy. So yeah, so welcome, Nigel, and thanks for the support, buddy. And yeah, crikey, look at that. We've got 8 in the house already. Oh, Merry Christmas, guys. I hope you've had a great new year, and I hope you've all been either out camping or doing whatever you do at Christmas holidays. We've just gotten back from a camp, so hey, can you guys hear me okay? What's the audio like? Let me know. Hey, Dead Possum's in the house. G'day, buddy. Happy New Year and Merry Christmas and all that carry on. Dead Possum. Sound all good here? Cool, because I'm using I'm actually using a mic. I got myself a decent mic set up for long range recording as well, but wondered what it would be like here. So yeah, Dredge NZ is in the house. Welcome, buddy. Yep, cool. All up to date with everything. Oh, it's nice to have Dredge NZ in the house. Got your hat, buddy. Been doing heaps of detecting. I actually, I was just about to watch your video before I went live, but I didn't get a chance. But posting up on the differences between the Equinox 800 and the Manticore. Quite keen to see how that goes. Quite interested to see just how good they are and how much flasher they are. So it'll be good to see. I'll actually have to, Dredge, I didn't realise you had a YouTube channel, buddy. I'll have to once we get off here, I'll have to subscribe to your YouTube channel. But yeah, nice to have you along, buddy. Nice to have you along. Working on it. Sweet as, it's all good. Oh man, Charles, when do you head home? Is it Monday? You're off on Monday? I know you've pretty much just about got all your containers all packed up and all the rest of it. Oh, you're off tomorrow. Crikey. Nice. Oh, well, I hope it all goes well for you, mate. I saw your pics today of your empty warehouses and stuff. So, containers head Tuesday. Oh, yeah. Sweet, sweet. Bush Digger J. How's it, buddy? Welcome along. I didn't even realise you had a YouTube channel either, buddy. Mint. When did you start that up, buddy? I will have to go and subscribe. I got a couple of channels to subscribe to. My goodness, eh? Sorry, guys, I haven't had dinner yet, so a bit thirsty, but yeah. Oh, mint. So what did everybody get up to over the Christmas break? You been, don't really post. Yeah, you're busy posting on pretty much everything else, though, aren't you? Instagram and all that sort of, all those things, and Facebook. But yeah, what's everybody been up to this Christmas? Who's been away? Who's been on holiday? Who's been catching fish or metal detecting or hunting or chasing gold? Give me your stories, guys. What have you been up to? Thanks, Jade. I will put you in the super chat. Much appreciated. Working and watching us guys fosking. Oh. Yeah, Dredge NZ, that's a bit harsh for a Christmas break, isn't it? You mind you had a heap of stuff to pack up. I don't envy you, or didn't envy you, mate. That's, yeah, but it's exciting times. Those of you who don't know, Dredge NZ is the probably the leading crowd here in New Zealand for anything gold mining and detecting. So they sell detectors, all their gold mining gear, dredges, sluices, pans, and anything to do with detecting as well, all your different detectors, your tools, spades, and all the rest of it. And they have actually just bought the business off another chap, but they are relocating. And you've probably seen my video just recently. They are heading off down to just out of Marama in Lindis Pass. And they've got the horrible task of transporting everything from Christchurch, from the shop they've had here, and re-establishing back there. So massive, upheaval. Absolutely mammoth. But no doubt once they get it up and running, it is going to be epic. It's going to be a cool little spot. Place I think I'm going to be going to quite a bit. Kiwi and Oz has been fishing. Getting a few goats with West Coast Feral. Nice, buddy. Excellent. Digger Mike. It's my girl's 12th birthday today, so doing birthday stuff today. Oh, well, happy birthday to Digger Mike's daughter. Happy birthday. And 12, yeah, one more year, and you're a teenager. Crikey, eh? Crikey. They get old, don't they, bro? Awesome people to deal with. They are. Charles and Tanya, the new owners, absolutely knocking it out of the park. Doing a great job. What's Phil been up to? Worked. Didn't really have a break. Taught my youngest to ride a bike. Now I've got to get my bike sorted just to keep up with him. I've got my granddad. Oh, no, my dad, my daughter's granddad. They bought her a bike prior to Christmas, and now every time he comes around, he's got to bring his bike because he has to take her out for a ride. I don't actually own a bike at the moment. I sold all my bikes a few years ago. So, yeah, I don't actually have a bike. So I could probably borrow Ethan's fat tired bike and take her out. But no, Granddad comes around and they go off and do their thing. Mark Barringer, how's it, buddy? Merry Christmas. Yeah, Happy New Year to you, mate. Got this here is a knife. This will be the third knife that old Mark is going to buy off me. But he wants a big cleaver. And I thought, yeah, that's cool. I can make a big butcher's cleaver, but I didn't want to make it like a standard big square old thing. So I've designed this cool thing for him. So it's going to have walnut in here, and then NZ honeysuckle or Rewa Wira in this part of the handle to match two other knives that he's bought off me. And then I've designed a slightly better, or slightly more cooler looking, sexier looking cleaver blade. I reckon that should do the job. We'll do that out of, yeah, it'll probably only be 3.3 mil steel. But yeah, it's going to have a high nickel. It's not going to be full high carbon. So probably be a bit stronger. So that's coming up. So that'll be a bit of fun, mate. Bit of fun. Kids grow too fast. They do, don't they? Don't they, Mike? Absolutely. Well, there you go. Dredge NZ, what is your channel name? Says Jade's Adventure. Well, it's right there, guys. Back in the chat, it is just Dredge NZ, all in caps there, Jade. So Dredge NZ, all in capitals. You'll be able to find them. I've got to go and subscribe to them afterwards as well. Bush digger went Abel Tasman, camped in rain for 3 days. Oh, gutting. Hit up the pine forest, 2 silvers and a... Well done, buddy. Well done. Good to see you took your detector. I didn't actually take mine with me, but I went down to the Ohau canals. So probably not a lot of stuff to find down there, being that that's all been worked over, top of Lake Benmore. But caught myself a nice trout. So I've got a video going on that one, probably dropping that in the next couple of days. Going to do a full catch and cook. So I've got it prepped at the moment, sitting overnight in a brine, and we'll smoke that tomorrow. So that will be pretty cool. Oh, Dredge NZ, that's awesome. So Dredge NZ have just said that they will give the birthday girl a free pan. Get in touch with us. So there you go, Digger Mike. Get in touch with Dredge NZ, and they've just gifted you a gold pan. How cool is that? Big thumbs up to Dredge NZ. Cheers, guys. Absolutely awesome. Not an Abel Tasman. Oh, detecting back here. Yep, sweet. Yeah, I wouldn't have thought you might have actually found too much up there. That's why I was quite surprised, but that's all good. Did you have much luck at Sarah's cousin's place detecting? Haha, Mark. I was actually meant to get... Oh, that's right. I was meant to send you a thing saying thank you, but no, I didn't. Mark hooked me up. Mark hooked me up in a cool, promising little spot. I thought it was going to be awesome. It's a little place over by Lake Ellesmere. Used to have an old barn on it. And even the house itself is a turn of the century 1910 or 1910 house, 1911, and it was they used to have an old barn on it, and the barn used to hold galas and dances, and like back in the day, and it was torn down in about 1970s. So we really thought we were onto something pretty good there. We thought we might have found a whole heap of coins, dropped bits and pieces, but yeah, apparently they didn't have much money over there. I found one halfpenny, a mark, and a couple of buckles and a few other odds and ends. I did find a cool little skeleton key escutcheon, or latch or whatever it was. That might have been off the barn itself, but it looked like the ground had been fairly worked over, maybe, or moved with the digger or something when the barn came down. There wasn't a lot of trash there. There were no coins. Like I said, the halfpenny I got was actually closer to the house. There wasn't a lot of trash and not a lot of... Well, there was no coins there at all. And everything was right on the surface because of the shingle. But she has given me permission to go and dig in another place. So that's pretty cool. I'll head there another time. My battery on my pinpointer went flat. So, but yeah, she's given me permission to go to another little place, which has some history as well. Early 1900s community hall. So thanks heaps for that, buddy. It was a good... I mean, it was fun going out there, meet new people, and yeah, ended up getting a big history lesson on her entire family. So Yeah, you'll probably know all about that, mate. All the photos and bits and pieces up on the wall in their wee, I don't know what you'd call it, the wee man cave type thing. That was cool. I quite enjoyed that. So yeah, we ended up maybe yarning for about half an hour or something. So that was cool. That was awesome. Um, some monsters in the canals. Yeah, I hooked up on a big one, Phil, but the hook pulled, and I'd been playing it for about 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and the hook just pulled, and it was gee whiz, I was going to be there for a long time. It must have been a big one because all I could feel was the head shaking, and it was just going up and down the canal, and it was like flip. I only had a 6 pound leader on too, so I was going real lightweight. So I had to play it, but gee whiz, it was yeah, it was a big fish. But then yeah, like I said, the hook pulled, didn't straighten or anything. It just pulled, so I obviously hadn't hooked it properly. But yeah, there's some big fish down there. Not many people were catching them while I was there. Um, Either what they weren't on the bite or I don't know, but I didn't see any big ones get caught. Most of the ones that were getting caught were, yeah, sort of 3 to 5 6 pounders. The one I caught was a 3 pound on the dot. Nice eating though. I mean, the flesh is beautiful and orange. It's going to be a nice one. So I've got it prepping in the fridge at the moment. We'll smoke that up for lunch tomorrow. Vanguard Adventure Vlogs. Welcome, buddy. Been a while. I hope you had a good Christmas and a good New Year. Um, Yeah, yeah, mate. I thought I would have had a field day, Mark, as well, but just wasn't to be. So, still got that other place that I'm doing a demo on. Oh, yep, yeah. No, we'll hit you up on that. That'd be cool. Got to get out with Mark as well. He's already caught his first salmon for the season. So, yeah, got to try and get out and catch up with him. Try a spear gun. It's pretty deep in those canals, bro. Pretty deep. In fact, I think at some points it's upwards of 10 meters, isn't it? 8, 10 meters deep or something in the middle of those canals. So yeah, pretty scarily deep. The fun's in the fight. Oh, Phil, you're absolutely correct, eh? I mean, I try and use as lighter gear as I can, purely just to get a bit of a fight out of them. Even with the smaller fish, you can actually play them for a little bit and have a bit of fun. Rather than just winching them in. There's no fun in just winching them in. So, Hajek Family Antics New Zealand. Hi everyone. Heard of there being gold on Takaka Hill? Random question. I don't know about Takaka Hill. Charles Dredge NZ, you might be able to shed a bit more light on that. But I do know there is gold up in that area. I know Collingwood, Aurora, and up in that area there's lots of gold. I did a trip a few months ago up into the Aurora with a bunch of guys and did pretty well. I don't quite know where in Takaka Hill though. But yeah. Oh, there you go. Jade says Takaka side, yes. Well, there you go. So where exactly, Jade? I mean, is there a creek or a river that holds the gold, or is it up in the courts up on the? Is there a vein up on the hill, or is there a particular creek on the Takaka side that's holding the gold? Can you give that away, or is that all top secret? Debbie B's booty. Hey, babe, how you doing? Hey, Crispy, it's 2 a.m. here and I'm cleaning. What are you doing cleaning at 2 a.m. in the morning? You're crazy. Happy New Year to you and your family. Hey, back at you. Happy New Year. Thanks for popping in. Johnny Hill. Howdy, brother. Welcome along. It has been a long time, hasn't it, Dave? Yeah. Long time no see. You Overland and Crispy. I'm testing out a fridge for truck using a battery box and seeing if it's powered for a week. I've actually just got my truck back just prior to Christmas, bro. I've redone the drawers. I've redone the battery system in there. So we took it away with us this trip, but we also took the camp because we went down with some friends. So we based out of the campus so we could still go driving in the truck. But yes, I will be doing a whole heap more trips this year. I'm on ACC at the moment with a blowing rotator cuff shoulder, so I've got a whole heap of time up my sleeve before I get the have surgery. So I'm actually gonna jump in the truck and do as much as I can, especially once the guys all go back to school and work, and Ness goes back to work. I'm gonna be trying to do as many trips as I can. So I've got a full big deep cycle battery in the back. It's actually the third battery for the truck. Runs on a VSR, voltage sensing relay straight off the front battery. So it only charges while I'm driving. So I've got a little fridge that I can run while we're driving, but when we're parked up, it's got quite a big draw on it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put solar on the roof, and I'm hoping solar will offset the draw of the fridge, and ultimately, depending on the size panel that I put on the roof, I can possibly actually stay off grid indefinitely. Or worst case scenario, I run the vehicle for 10, 15 minutes every morning or something, or every evening before the sun comes, whenever. Put a bit more juice in the battery and then let the solar bump it up during the day, or maintain it. Obviously, there'll be a bit of a draw at night, but maybe turn it back on in the morning for 10 minutes, boost up the level again, and with any luck, I should be able to keep that battery charged indefinitely, which means I can run, at the moment I'm just running lights and accessories and all that carry on, but it means I could be able to run that fridge indefinitely as well. I've also got a little inverter, so we can run, other bits and pieces. Hair dryer for the missus. Going to be doing a lot more of that. I think solar is the way to go, bro. Definitely go solar, because once you're parked up, you've got no other way of actually charging up that battery. So you really want to be able to trickle some sort of charge into there. Seth Clayton should go tar hunting again. I've got a tar trip booked up coming up. I'm going to head down out the back of Lake Ohio. Just on a wee solo mission, maybe just an overnighter. So I've got a few trips booked in over the next few weeks. Just got to get it past the boss. J-Rog 83. Welcome along, mate. Welcome along. Cold beer is important. Yeah, well, I've actually I've got the old, well, it's in the cover, but this is just a bourbon, Woodstock bourbon. So cheers, guys. Cheers. So I just want to, just another thing I mentioned on my last live stream that I did, and that is there's a few of you guys that are YouTube members. You've joined up in my YouTube membership system. Now, I said last week, thank you very much for that, and that's awesome, and those guys who are sticking that out, that's magic. But what I'm trying to do this year is I'm trying to do a push back into my Patreon. Over winter, I had a bit of a bad patch financially with vehicles and a few other bits and pieces, and it wasn't a great winter. I didn't post much, and I dropped a lot of Patreon, sadly. But I want to push that back up, and I'm not going to worry so much about the YouTube members. So if you possibly could, I would prefer it if you cancelled your YouTube membership and for a couple of extra bucks a month went over and signed up onto my Patreon. Now, the reason I'm saying that is because Patreon will give you more perks. I have been doing some gardening vlogs on there and just general vlogs that don't get onto YouTube. So you'll actually get more videos on like being a Patreon member. So you'll get a whole bunch of videos that are on there that don't get to YouTube. So they're exclusive Patreon only videos. So instantly that's more bang for your buck than YouTube. Also, all my videos that I post on YouTube go on to Patreon first. For a day or two, so you get first rights to watch any of my videos before they even get to YouTube, and they won't have ads on them either because they're in Patreon. And thirdly, YouTube take about 4 times as much of my potential profit than Patreon. So Patreon pay out 4 times more than YouTube with the dollars that you put in. Okay, so if that makes sense, it's sort of tricky to make sense of it, but either way, I don't actually see that much of the YouTube membership money, whereas the Patreon money, I see most of it. And it gives you guys more perks. So if that helps you and works and all the rest of it, it would help me out a whole heap more. It would help support the channel a heap more, give you more perks. There's three different tiers there, so you can choose your tier from $5 US a month, price of a expensive coffee. You can have a whole heap more perks, more videos, and all the rest of it. And by the way, man, my garden's just going nuts. It's so good. We're getting salads just about every second night. Go out there and gorge myself on raspberries and strawberries. Got cucumbers coming through, courgettes, black. What do we got? Blackberries coming through probably in a couple of weeks. All our tomatoes will be just about ready in about a week, we reckon. And yeah, we're going to have a feed of corn soon. So yeah, really cool. Yeah, real happy with that. It's my little happy place each morning. I just boost out there and pot around, pick a few bits and pieces and water it. So Vanguard Adventure Vlogs had a week-long heli trip planned and tested positive with 10 minutes from pickup. Oh, buddy, that's harsh, man. That is gutting. I would have just kept my mouth shut and gone anyway. But, sorry to hear that, buddy. That sucks. Hope you got your money back and or able to replan it or do something else. So, gutting. When we finally get a chance to catch up, I'll have to get you to show me how it works. Oh, you know, sweet as, mate. Yep. Maybe we catch up in the next couple of days, one night or something. So, right, we've got 20 in the house, and you've probably all been waiting for the giveaways. Right, I've got three cool giveaways tonight. Something slightly different. I've got 2 of these cool 1977 commemorative crowns. These are just Cupra nickel. They're not silver, so don't get too excited. So I've got a couple of those to give away. And then we've got a pretty cool, this was donated by a friend of mine. He found it in the house. So this is one of the old, from pounds to dollars and cents. And it's a proof set. So it's got the crown, half crown, florin, shilling, sixpence, threepence, penny and halfpenny. And I think the date on those one is 1965. So the last year of the decimal coins. And it comes in a nice sleeve and pretty much tells you all about it on the back there. Big info. So we've got those three prizes tonight. Just keeping it fairly simple. I wasn't going to go too long tonight, so what are we going to do? We're going to do the numbers. So I've written down on here all the numbers already. So April 7th, the next one maybe. Oh, nice. Out for the Raw. Sweet. A Kiwi Life. How's it, bro? How are you and Pinky doing? Hope you had a good Christmas and a good New Year. Didn't drink too much or eat too much. I have. I've put on about 2 kilos, eh? I've got to get back to the gym and start dieting, I think. I'll put on way too much. Yeah, nice to have you, bro. Nice to have you. Right. So we've got numbers here. I'm going to type in the chat the number range. And we've got 19 in the house, so how much am I weighing now? I've been able to maintain it, bro. I am up to, I've put a little bit on, since I started going to the gym, I maintained at about 100 for quite a while. And then I went to the gym with my son and I started bulking up a little bit. And I went up to about 104. So I've been at 104 for a few months leading up to Christmas. I'm hovering around 105, 106 at the moment, if I was to be very honest. And that's all just Christmas dinner and alcohol and stuff like that. So basically this Monday, I'm going to go back onto intermittent fasting. I'm going to start intermittent fasting and cutting out all sugars. I'm not going to go like full keto or anything like that yet, but I'll get rid of my sugars, go onto intermittent fasting, and that should drop a few kilos fairly quickly. And I'm also going to go to the gym. Obviously, I can't do my big weights anymore. I can't really go hard with my shoulder, but I can do arms, legs, abs, and I'm going to redo and start a 1 hour cardio session. So just doing cardio. So if anything, I'll build my fitness up, just so I don't blob out after my surgery. Because after my surgery, I've got 7 months of physio and rehabilitation, and not going to work. So I definitely don't want to blow out and put all that weight back on while I'm off on rehab. That's the last thing I want to do. So yeah, so I put on a couple of kilos, and I have bulked up. I have still dropped my waist size though. Even though I put a bit of weight on going to the gym, it's all been up in the chest and shoulders. I've gone from a 42 waist down to a 34 in my trousers, and I'm now wearing my t-shirts are large. So I've gone from a triple XL to a large. So definitely still losing, like trimming down, but bulking up in the same time. Like obviously muscle's heavier than fat, so I've been as I'm building my muscle, I am gaining a little bit of weight, but I'm still trimming down everywhere else, which has been really cool. Been really good. I'm hovering on 98. Mint, that is awesome, bro. That is so cool. Now, did you do that on keto? Because I remember you saying last year that you were, after I posted those videos, you were pretty keen to give the keto a go. Did you do that with keto? Or did you try something else? Nigel Brown says he lost 40 kilos with intermittent fasting and keto over the last 2 years. It certainly does, Nigel. I don't know if you ever saw my videos earlier in the day, but the beginning of last year, I went on a massive keto and intermittent fasting period. I did it for 10 weeks, and I lost 21 kilos in that 10 weeks. So I know it works. And then all year, I was able to maintain that and stick at it. So that's awesome, Vanguard Adventure Vlogs. That's hats off to you, mate. Hats off to you. That is just awesome. And Nigel, good job, man. You got to feel better with losing that much, mate. That's cracker. That's absolutely awesome. What do we got there? Keto, bro, and intermittent fasting. Yeah, it certainly works as a good combo, doesn't it? It definitely works. Kiwi Life, Kiwi and Oz, all sorts. Oh yeah, yep. Just saying hello. Kiwi and Oz, I got down to 114, but gone back up again. Yeah, you've got to keep it up, bro. Otherwise, you will just yo-yo. And you've got to be careful when you come off those things, because you can just blow up and put more back on. Yeah, Vanguard Adventure Vlogs, you probably know the same thing as well. You've got to be so careful and maintain it, because it's just so easy to, once you get back, getting back onto the sugars is probably the worst thing to do. You want to try and keep that keto going, because I've seen guys just put more on than they've lost, and very quickly. It does not take long. You got down as low as 93. Good job, buddy. That's cracker. Yeah, I'd like to get back down to sort of my 98, 97, 98. That was a good weight. Just trim off my gut. Maybe even 95 might be sort of realistic for me. I got quite a big skeletal frame, quite muscular, so we'll see how that goes. But if I could get between 95 and 100 and maintain it, I'd be a happy chap. Yeah, keto is awesome, Kiwi Life. Cheers, Nigel. Thanks for that. Dead Possum. I just went back on keto again after a bit of a break. Helps heap. It does, doesn't it? You seem a lot clearer in the head. Yeah. I was a lot more focused. I had a lot more energy when I was on keto than when you're in a normal eating normally. I had copious amounts more energy. I couldn't believe it. It was just like I couldn't understand it sometimes. I'd have to, like some days, with my intermittent fasting, I would actually have to force myself to stop and actually eat something, because otherwise I would just go right through to dinner time and not stop. And I wouldn't feel hungry, and I wouldn't be craving, and I wouldn't be thinking, man, I need to stop, I'm dying. It was like, no, I had all the energy in the world, I just keep working. And then all of a sudden it'd be like, oh, flip, I finished my job, it's 4 o'clock, but eat something. It's a weird mindset. It really is. And you just seem very sharp, very focused. Like you can problem solve a lot easier. And yeah, I think my dark time during the winter was because I'd just come off the keto and probably wasn't coping quite so well. But yeah, it almost is like a drug, eh? Dead possum. Kiwi Life, when you back down Tasman way for Fossick? Yeah, he's been coming. He never says anything. I'd love to catch up with you, Kiwi Life, next time you come down. I'm sort of a bit of a free agent at the moment. I travel up to Nelson quite a bit, see old Uncle Clay and guys up there. Did a 42k trek with only half a bottle of water and 2 D-high meals. Nice. That is one benefit to doing that, eh? Hey, let's do a draw anyway. I'm going to type in the keyboard thing here in the chat. What number range? And then, oh, not that one. You dopey nod. The range, number range. So it'll be one guess, guys. Actually, 1 billion. No, we won't go that high. I'll only go to 1 million, bro. There's 19 in the house, so probably multiple answers is fine. But once you see it, guys, start going for it, okay? So the number range is 1 to 30. Go for it. Multiple answers is fine. I don't think we'll crash it. There's only 18 in the house. So 1 to 30. Haven't seen it yet. A zillion, says David Carlisle. He's just slightly out. Kiwi Life's going to come over in Feb. Still haven't seen it, guys. Oh, a few people that aren't chatting in the chat. Got a few lurkers. I just better double check. I haven't seen it yet. Oh, yes, no, there it goes. I have seen it, guys. I did miss it. Stop. It has been. Alrighty, guys. 18. So 18 was the number. And again, guys, it's on my screen. There'll be huge lag with you guys in the States and Australia and anywhere else. There will be crazy lag. So it is on my screen. I'm not going to mess you around. I am honest. But if we go way back, we've got 22, 27, 13, 28, 23, 2, 26, 21, 12, 17, a zillion, 22, 23, 22, and then Dead Possum. That's right, Phil. Dead Possum with 18. Congratulations, buddy. You've got nice, there you go, that's going to, 1977 Crown, Cupro Nickel. Did you, yeah, you ended up with a few things last week, so I'll put it with that. But congratulations, mate. Well done. Yeah, Dead Possum. He's got a knack with these number things. Dead Possum. Oh, typical. Now my pen's going to die. Congrats, mate. Well done. Actually, I don't know if you flipped through your address last time either, so if you want to flick through that, that'd be rather handy. Yeah, you did win a couple, a couple last week. So, guys, even though we've been away, I've been busy, and I just want to showcase a couple of wee things, because I'm quite excited about them. Now, you guys know I'm making knives and all the rest of it, and you guys were seeing all me crazy knives on the last stream. And for those of you who weren't on the last stream, I've been busy making knives. So I've got my own little brand now, CK Blades, with my own logo on the blades. I want ones this man. But what I've been doing the last day or two is I've been finishing the sheaths for them. So these are the Kydex sheaths. I make my own clips, and these are all ready to go now. I emailed these guys, and yeah, these guys, I'm going to be dropping these off probably during the week. So these are wicked ass sheaths. Because it's plastic, you mould them around the handle and they clip in. So you don't need straps and buckles and all the rest of it to hold them in. So this one here is the Brute. So this is my big survival camping chopping knife. And I'm actually in the process of I'm going to make another one of these for myself. These are a big 4.5mm thick blade. And they're for chopping, hacking, building, making shelter, cutting up firewood. And also I've done a bit of a drop point on it so that you can still dress out an animal or anything like that, cut up a fish. So that's the big one, that's the Brute. This one is the Camper. So I like how you see the profile of the blade too with the Kydex. You just heat it up in the oven and then you put it in a press and it moulds it. So that nice and tight. And then that's my so that's the Camper. Nice brass pommel, bolster. And that's this one is River Totra. And that other big Brute was Walnut. So that's pretty cool. Clip back into there. And then the third one for these guys are all brothers. So one guy bought one and the rest of them had to have one as well. And this is my Hunter. Again, just love that, how you can see the profile of the blade. And again, just a nice little drop point Bowie style with the brass. And this one's Pohutukawa. So giving those out next week. So going to be cool. And again, they just don't fall out. And then with the clips, the belt clips, tickety boo. And then I got this one. I can't remember if I showed you this one last week, guys. Finished the sheath on this one as well. Clip on it. And this one's this is my tactical. We'll call it the tack. And that's Purple Heart on the... So all those 4 knives are part of my regular lineup. And then I've got other knives as well. If you are interested in getting a knife, just send me an email, crispieskiwiadventures@gmail.com, and we'll discuss. Yeah, I've got a few patterns, bunch of different handles, and yeah, quite a bit there. I'll just catch up on the old chat there, guys. I want one. Wicked looking knives, they are. Thanks, mate. Jeremy McCulley. G'day, matey. Welcome along. Beautiful, they are. They're all one-off knives too, even though I do have a bunch of regulars, they're all one-off. Each handle's different, each blade is all slightly different. They never seem to turn out exactly the same. So they are literally a one-off custom knife. Quinton McDonald, another new name. Welcome along, mate. Nice, I'd buy the last one. Oh, this one here, the nice wee tack. This one's heading up off north. It's a cool wee blade actually. It's got that false edge on the top there. It's more of a stabbing type EDC carry. But I do the blade in different lengths. This is 125mm. I just let another one go recently, had a wee 80mm blade on it, but yeah, but just a nice little everyday carry. Yeah, it does. Well, basically, it's a Bowie style digger mic. It is that it's that Bowie style drop, what they call a drop point, and that's that Bowie style. So yeah, it is like a mini Rambo knife, bit of a hunting knife type thing. Oh, my little fishing one. Yeah, I've been using that heaps. Took that. It's pretty much lives on my fishing vest now, and yep, I use that just every time I go out. I'm very interested. Know how to make a tracker knife pattern. Well, I mean, if you wanna contact me, bro, we could sort something out. I could help you, or I could make one for you. If we could find a pattern, I can copy just about anything. You give me dimensions and what you want. Oh, cheers, Jade. Thanks for that. There goes my email, crispyskiwiadventures@gmail. Yeah, I'm selling a few, Mark. I've got a whole bunch here, more that I'm going to show in a minute, that I've got on the go. One for me and 3 others for a client. And then, of course, I've got your big monster. I'm still waiting on my steel for that. That hasn't turned up yet. But so I've got four more to build for clients. You being one of them, Mark. And yeah, and then one for myself. I've got to make myself a brute because I've got a really cool video coming up. Hopefully before I do my surgery. And that's going to be a survival video where I'm going to do 4 days, 3 nights. I'm going to head off into the bush, clothes on my back only, and 3 tools. I'm going to take my knife, which is going to be, I'm going to build myself one of these. So I'm going to build myself a brute. I'm going to have one of these knives. I'm going to have a flint. And I haven't decided yet, but it's either going to be a roll of paracord or a roll of fishing nylon. And they're the 3 tools I'm going to take. I'm going to build myself a shelter, going to make fire, collect water, and then I'm going to set traps. So I'm going to do snares, deadfalls, the whole lot, and see if I can't catch myself a possum or a rabbit or something. And yeah, see if I can do a full survival trip up in the bush, miles from nowhere. Should be fun. I will take an EPIRB, obviously, and all my camera gear, but other than that, it'll just be the clothes on my back. No sleeping bag, no nothing. So it will be fun. What wood can you do on the tactical? I've got a heap of different woods, mate. I think I've got about maybe 18, 20 different types of wood there. A lot of NZ hardwoods. I've also got a few synthetic type handles as well. But if you're interested, mate, flick me an email and we can discuss and talk about it. And yeah, we can go from there. I have a heap of laburnum wood at home if you want. I've never heard of it, mate. I'll look it up. Very interested, Dredge NZ. That'd be very cool. I'll wait for the fight. Yeah, they aren't cheap, Vanguard. I have tried to keep. I am at the cheaper end of the spectrum for handmade knives. They go from $250 for the small ones up to $350 for the big ones, but that includes the sheath, a display box, and all the rest of it. So, yeah, I know guys out there that are selling their knives, their handmade knives, for upwards of $800 to $1,200. I can't justify that. Even if I got absolutely wicked at it and massive name, I don't think I'd ever sell my knives for that much. I know most guys are selling for between $500 and $800, but I enjoy it, and I'd rather see other people with my knives than a bunch of knives sitting there and only the odd rich person being able to afford one. I'd rather see them available to more people and more of them getting out there. So that's why I've tried to keep them fairly cheap. I was going to go cheaper, but I got a bunch of guys tell me, no, don't do it. Yeah, so I took some advice. I have tried to keep at the lower end of the market without making it non-profitable. So, but yeah, they're not cheap. They're not cheap. So, yeah. A crispy version of Naked and Afraid. I definitely won't be naked. Certainly won't be afraid. I'm looking forward to it. I'm really excited about it. I'm going to do one in the summer, and then hopefully, depending on how my shoulder is and surgery, I'd like to do one in the winter as well. Maybe go back to the same place and redo see if the shelter I built is holding up, and do one in the snow. So that'll be pretty cool. Please do, yeah, yeah, definitely. What I'll do is I'll probably layer up and have a whole heap of clothes so that at night I don't get too cold, but during the day I can take them off. That'll be a great video. Have you eaten possum? I have eaten possum before. I've had it a couple of different ways. We've had it spit roasted on an open fire, and I've also had it in stew a few times. So, and to be honest, I actually prefer it spit roasted. The stew wasn't actually that nice. I don't know whether it was just the guy who made it didn't do it right, or I mean I don't know. It wasn't that bad. I thought it'd be hideous, but it's not much worse than here. It's just a red gamey meat, so it actually tasted not too bad. I was very surprised. Very surprised. New Zealand hardwoods. Yeah. Well, basically, send me an email, mate, and I'll flick you through a pic of all the different handles I've got. I've got Matai, Rivatotra, Walnut. I've got some other cool ones there. Blackwood, Casarino, which is a nice burr wood. Purple Heart. What else have I got there? Matai. NZ Honeysuckle. Yeah, I've got a whole heap. I've got some nice dark ones and I've got some nice light ones. I also do combo handles for a little bit extra as well, where you get a couple of timbers on your handle. Mark's got a couple there with a nice little walnut bolster, and the rest of it's a beautiful Rewa. So nice contrasting timbers. Look really beautiful. What's your opinion on the Matai handles? Matai's a lovely timber. It's very nice. Tracker knives are expensive. And ooh, crikey. I'm sure we could do one for a lot less than that, Vanguard. A lot less than that. Yeah, like I say, Hijack Family Antics, flick me an email. I'll send you some pics. I'll send you some pics of some finished knives and combos as well, and then we'll just go from there. Right, let's do another giveaway. Oh no, we've lost a couple of guys. Right, we'll do another giveaway, and then I'll show you what I've got coming up. Sounds like it'll be cold nights. Debbie B's booty. It probably won't be too bad in the summer. During the nights, we don't go down much past about 13, 14 degrees Celsius, so it's not too bad. In the winter, it will be cold. It'll be very cold. I've got to go for a bit. Hopefully you're still... yeah, if you get back and we're gone, mate, jump on. I'm going to make it a regular Sunday night occurrence again. So 8 o'clock Sunday nights. So just look us up, and again, I'll load it up early in the day so it sends out the reminder or whatever it is that they do. So yeah, but stick around before you take off. We'll do this. We'll do this other one. We'll do this next giveaway. No, we don't want that one. We want that one there. So I'll type in the numbers and give me your answers. There you go, guys. Between 30 and 50. Give me a number between 30 and 50. Go for it, guys. I'll try and keep up with it this time. So 39, 32. Hey, there it goes already. Woo, we've got a winner. We've got a winner. So stop, guys. Stop. We do have a winner. Congratulations. I seen it. The number 44. I don't know if you watch the Hoover Boys, but what is it? 44, that's me, ladies. Yeah, sad. Sorry, I couldn't help that. Alrighty, we'll just go back on my screen, and we go back, and it happened pretty quickly. We had 39, 32, 35, 31, J-Rog, or J-Rog, 83, with number 44. Congrats, brother. Congrats. I'll write your name down. So, matey, can you send me an email of where you would like this sent to? Because you have just won this cool coin. 1977 commemorative crown. J83. Congratulations, mate. Crispy's Kiwi Adventures at gmail.com. Flick me through an address of where you'd like that sent. We'll send it anywhere in the world, mate, so not a worries, unless you're here in New Zealand. And we'll get that sent away next week for you. Congratulations. Yes, sweet, he says. Woo. Do you get into... Hijack Family Antics, I was right into it big time for a couple of years. Then the price went way up and I sold a big portion of my stack, my silver, and then I got into pouring. So I've actually been doing a bit of, I haven't done it for a wee while, just having a pretty bad financial year last year, but I do pouring. So I pour a bit of art. So I pour bars, medallions, little love hearts and things like that. And later on, once my shoulders come right, I'm going to get into lost wax pouring. Where basically I'm going to be starting to cast some three-dimensional things like figurines, animals. Basically you name it. If you can 3D print it, I'll be able to pour it. And then yeah, I'll be just on selling that though. That won't be for my own personal stack. It'll just be something else that will be part of my channel and what I'm going to be starting to sell on a website. So I'll have my blades. So I have CK Blades, I'll have CK Bullion, and then CK Adventures. So Crispy's Kiwi Adventures, Crispy's Kiwi Blades, Crispy Kiwi Bullion. And there'll be 3 things that will be in the website, and you'll be able to buy off the website. There'll be knives on there that you'll be able to buy, or you order a custom one. And then there'll be bullion on there, like bullion figurines and bars and bits and pieces that you'll be able to buy. So that's a bit of a goal I've got, bit of a plan. I do still stack gold though. I stack gold coins, bullion coins, sovereigns, and yeah, straight out alluvial gold, which we go and dig out of the creeks. So yeah. So are you into stacking yourself, mate? Hijack Family Antics. Do you stack silver and gold yourself? And I'm in the Roger, I'm in the US, so can you give us... No, mate, I can send it to you. Not a problem. Not a problem at all. I can package that in such a way that it will come to you via mail. You will get it. I generally have a pretty good record, so no, flick me through your address, mate, and we'll send that out to you. Not a worries. Unless you really, really, really want to give it to someone, and then I'll let you choose. I'll let you do that. So, but otherwise, yeah, I'm happy to send it to you, mate. Not a problem, because we can put that in an envelope, tape it up and wrap it up properly, and I get that. I've been sending stuff to the US and the UK for yonks, mate. Yeah, a little bit, but yeah, we all want more, don't we? We all want more. Yeah, I was pretty lucky. I got a lot of my silver when it was I bought a lot of my silver at $27 to $30 an ounce and sat on it for quite a few years, and then all of a sudden I sold it at between $60 and $70 an ounce. So I actually doubled my money on pretty much my entire stack. I sold about 200 ounces. So did really well. Kept a bit, melted that down and sold it off. And at the moment I have no silver on me except for a bunch of constitutional stuff that I've found metal detecting. But I still have, yeah, I've still got a few ounces of gold and coins and stuff like that sitting there. So we did have to sell a little bit of that this last year to pay for some of these financial issues we had, but such is life. That's sort of what I got into it for anyway, was to not so much of as an investment, but as an emergency. So yeah, well there you go. I've sent stuff to Debbie B, and yeah, she's in New York. I've sent stuff through to her. She's just sent stuff to me, so I got most of mine. Oh, nice. Oh, you got yours real early on, Phil. Mint. Yeah, I've sent to you too, David, haven't I? And you've all gotten it. So yeah. So if you want that coin, mate, it's all yours. You just J-Rods, just email me through a an address of where you want it sent. I like the idea of pouring gold for my own bars, even small coins, but not done. I haven't melted any gold yet either. I've got. Oh, sorry, I shouldn't play with that because that'll mess up the audio. I've got nearly an ounce of really fine gold, flaky, fine gold, and I'm sort of tossing up whether I pour that into a little bar because I've got a little 1 ounce gold bar mold, and I have thought about that. I've got bigger nuggets and things like that, and pickers that I won't ever melt down those because they're worth more in nugget form. But I've got a lot of fine gold, a lot of fine powder gold, and I have thought about maybe doing a bar and then getting it assayed and seeing what it comes out at in carats, whether it's 22 or 23 carat. Won't be pure 24 because our gold's not that high in purity. I might get it at 22 or 23, but yeah, I'm not sure. But if I do, there will be a video. So, but yeah, no, I'm going to get back into the silver this winter. It's only going to keep going. It is, mate. It is almost at my silver goal, starting on my gold. But times are hard. Yeah, and of course, gold keeps going up. Silver's been not too bad because it's sort of steadied out, and you can always get silver at around 38, $40 an ounce if you don't go for the high premium stuff. You can get it at a good price still, but it's certainly not like it used to be. It would be cool. Be cool for bars, but it would seem a waste just to have one bar when you could have smaller melted bits. Yeah, but I mean, even then, a 1 ounce bar, mate, is only going to be tiny. It's actually going to be really small. It'll be heavy. It'll be a 1 ounce, but it'll go nicely with all my coins, though. Hey, so yeah, what I was going to show you is something else I've been working on. And Jade, if he's still here, will love this. So I'll keep it till later. But here's some knives that I've been working on. So I cut these out the other day. And this is my sticker. So this is the pig sticker, or what I call the sticker. And this is a pig sticking knife, pig hunting knife. Again, it's a 4.5mm steel. Nice one. Yep, he's still here. So this is a pig sticker. So I did one of these for Clay Tool Stories just recently, and he absolutely loved it. He just thought it was the bee's knees. He's yet to blood it in, but no doubt he'll do that real soon. So there's that one. So this is for a client. This handle is going to be walnut and oak. So it's going to be a contrasting coloured handle. So the nice dark walnut probably up the front, and then I might somehow fade it into the back and do the oak in the back. So I'm not entirely sure how I'll do that one yet, but that'll be quite cool. Then I've got this one that I'm doing for a lady who owns a pig farm. And she wanted a nice all-round skinning, dressing out, and utility knife for work that has a gut hook. So this is my first little try at a gut hook. We'll see how that turns up. I'm not entirely sure how it'll go, but I've just pretty much modelled it off the old buck knife that they do one. And then this handle is going to be Casuarina, or Casuarina burr. And it's a nice mid-toned, reddish, orangey timber with some nice grain in it. So that'll look lovely. So that's for a client. That's heading off away. And this one's my one. So this is my brute. This is the big brute that I'm going to make for my survival video. So that'll be quite cool. Wow, they're nice and heavy. And then, of course, I've got that cleaver that I'm doing for Mark. And then Jade. Here we go, buddy. I'm going to make you an old Western style Goldfields, or not Western style, but an old Goldfields style Bowie. So this is modelled sort of off what the old gold miners would have had on their belt every day. So a little bit of history, a little bit more history side of things. I thought you might quite like that. So that'll have brass brass up here, probably on the bolster, and I may even do a brass pommel with your piece of, if you want, Remu. So I'm going to find a nice bit of heart Remu, because that'll be harder and a bit more stable. Find a nice piece of heart Remu for the handle itself. But that's a nice big blade, mate. So you reckon you'll like that, Jade? Just don't go digging into the bedrock with it. Yeah, so Jade's ordered this one, so that's for Jade. So that's going to be his one. So I have started it, bro. It's on its way. I'll have plenty more time in the next few weeks to crank into them. And yep, you like that one? Oh, you like that one too, Digger Mike? Do you like the Bowie or the? Oh yeah, you like the Bowie as well. Kayla, welcome along. Been a while. Mind you, I haven't been on live for a while, but welcome along. And Happy New Year and Merry Christmas. Kayla, I'll write you down there. You go in the end of stream draw. So now the end of stream draws now, Kayla, are actually, they are, g'day Mr. Popzilla. Love and respect back to you as well. Member for 17 months. Look at that. Woohoo. Hey, now, what I've just told the other guys this too, Kayla, and what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to lean away from the YouTube members and get you guys to cancel your YouTube membership and go over to my Patreon and sign up to Patreon. It's only a couple bucks more a month, but you get extra. What do you get? You get extra videos that you don't get on YouTube, and you also get first dibs on all videos that I post on YouTube. They go onto Patreon first for a couple of days, then they go onto YouTube. So you get way more perks on Patreon. And of course, yeah, Patreon pay more per subscription, whereas YouTube takes way more. I don't see much of the YouTube subscription money, which is quite harsh. Patreon, they pay about 4 times more than YouTube. So you get more perks and it supports my channel a wee bit more. But again, it's your call. You do what you see fit. That's just where I'm heading. I'm really trying to push my Patreon this year. I'm loading up heaps of videos into there on my gardening, blogs. You pay for YouTube? It's free? No, DBB. It's the the membership, the YouTube members. So you can be a YouTube member for $3 or $4 a month. And you get little perks like in these live streams. You go in the end of stream draw for things and things like that. But I'm trying to get away from the YouTube memberships and promote my Patreon more, because there's more perks available to a Patreon than YouTube. And Patreon pay more, which in turn supports my channel more. Whereas YouTube take quite a lot of that subscription money. But hey, that's just because we live over here in New Zealand. It's just one of those things. So yeah, no, so I don't pay for YouTube. It's just it's all part of that membership stuff. But again, it's what you can afford, what you want to do. I don't mind either way, but I'd rather see you guys get more perks and more benefits out of the Patreon than just doing the YouTube thing. Hey Caleb, how you doing? Where is a good fishing spot in Canterbury? Depends what you're after, but I know that the Kawai are running big time in the Waimak mouth. I'm not sure about the Rakai, but I know for a fact they are running huge at the Waimak. I went there just before Christmas and I smashed out about 3 or 4 or 5 good sized Kawai. Kept 3, brought them home, smoked up 1. It was beautiful. If you're after trout fishing, pretty much any of the lakes up around Coleridge are pretty cool. Any of the Ashburton High Country lakes are good. Even the upper reaches of the Waimak, the Rakaia, they're all good fishing spots. Pretty much. And there's a bunch. I mean, there's a whole heap of little lakes that feed into Lake Ellesmere, the L2, Harts Creek, Hallswell. Yeah, if you don't mind walking a long ways, there's good fishing there. Yep, Lake Linden, Lake Pearson, they're all good lakes, and then there's Grassmere, Emma, and I mean we're pretty lucky around here. We've got quite a few good rivers. Sumner, Lake Sumner, Lake Sumner, Loch Katrine. What's the other one up there? I can't remember. Lake Taylor, all the reaches of the Huranui through the gorge there, really good fishing. So yeah, we've got some pretty cool spots if you don't mind travelling. Hit that like. Oh yep, cheers, yep. Don't forget to like, subscribe, keep those analytics up. So yeah, look like Jade's the only super chat tonight, so he's gonna probably definitely get a another tick for a knife. But I'm not going to bore you guys tonight. I'm not going to drag this out. Let's do the other draw. Black and gold Lake Pearson. Shh. Johnny, how I've actually been doing I've been doing a lot of soft baiting at the moment. I've got black and gold Tobies going mouldy in my tackle box at the moment because I just I haven't really been using them much. I've been really getting into the soft baits and having a lot of luck with the soft baits. And it's a little bit more fun. It's like you do a little bit more sight fishing. You actually cast above the trout and you let it swing down in front of its nose, and you're just tweaking and jerking and winding slowly. Whereas with the Toby, you sort of biff it out and wind it in and try not to catch the bottom. Because with the soft baits, the hook goes upwards, so you don't snag up as much, and it's quite fun. I've been doing it for the last year or so, and now I got this new rod. It's just, man, it's awesome. It's heaps of fun. Not as good as fly fishing. I still love my fly fishing, but I just can't fly fish at the moment with my shoulder. So I probably would have caught a few more trout down south if I had my fly rod. They were rising all around me at one point there, and I even resorted to putting a fly on a bubble, but I felt bad. Went to the Waikuku River mouth. Oh, yep, nice, sweet. Yeah, that's the Ashley River. In fact, I've been catching a few trout out of the Ashley River, up from State Highway Bridge. You go upstream a bit. There's some nice pools. I pulled a nice one out of there just recently. Digger Mike, what is a super chat? Super chat is basically once you reach. I'm not sure if you can do it if you're not monetized or not, but because I'm monetized, I can get right down the very bottom of the chat. There's a dollar symbol, and you click on that, and you can gift me money. Basically, it's a donation to the channel, and yeah, so you can do a couple of bucks right up to whatever you want, and it just helps support the channel, and yeah, gives me a bit of revenue. There you go. Oh, you found it. There you go. Puts you in the draw. Debbie B, it's bedtime. Have you done all your cleaning, have you? You're cleaning. Good morning, everyone. Have you cleaning your place for a reason? Is you got something coming up? You got family coming around, or you just couldn't sleep and got bored? Either way, Debbie, thanks for popping in. Much appreciated. That's awesome. And hope you're doing well. And I hope that 2023 has lots of good stuff in store for you. Sleep well. Oh, that's right. You do some crazy hours, don't you? That's right. You do the night shift. Digger Mike. Thanks for that super chat, mate. I'll put you in with Jade. Give him some competition. You found it. Laugh out loud. Just don't tell the boss. Don't tell the missus. You too. Good night, Steve. Catch you later, DB. Alrighty. If you want to stick around, DB, we'll do this last draw for the big set. So I got the number there. I'll type in. What is it going to be? Type in the numbers. And I'll just write down your name, Johnny, just to make sure I don't forget that, because once the numbers start rolling, I might miss out. There you go. Cheers, matey. Thanks for that. Alrighty, so what's the prize? Well, the prize for... Oh, crikey, everyone's getting it. The prize for this one, for the numbers, is the coin set. The end of stream prize, you go in the draw for a knife. Dave Newman is in the house. I'll write your name down twice because you are a member and you've just done a super chat. And Kayla has just done a super chat. Thank you so much. And Jade's getting his name in there again. He wants another knife. I think he's got one in mind. Dave Newman. Cheers, guys. Much appreciated. Thank you so much. Right, now I'm going to hit go. So get ready. Number range is between 50 and... Oh, hang on. 50 and 70. Go for it, guys. Many guesses as you want. 67, 58, 69, 62. Oh, there it goes. I've seen it. Seen it. Stop, 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 stop. Alrighty. We got it. I actually did type in the wrong numbers there, so I made it a whole lot easier for you. But yes, it was 70. I was meant to type in 50 to 80, but I didn't. So stop, guys. Stop, stop, stop. We have a winner. The number was 70. And if we go back, it was guessed fairly quickly. We have 67, 58, 69, 62, 56, 66, 59, 55, 68, 61, 69, 61, 70. Quinton McDonald. Congratulations, mate. You've been fairly quiet in the old chat there, but that's all right. I don't mind people lurking. Flick me through an email, buddy, with your name and address, and I will flick that through to you. Congratulations, mate. Keep making vids, brother. I will, mate. I have got lots of vids coming up. I've got two videos that I'm editing at the moment. I've got a fishing catch and cook one with a trout. Nice 3-pound trout that I caught down south. I kept. I generally I catch and release my trout, but I kept that one. It was a nice wee 3-pounder, nice fat one. So we're going to smoke that one. And g'day, mate.
Hello.
And I did a couple of cool, a couple of metal detecting trips just before Christmas, and didn't do great, but still got a few bits and pieces out of them. One of them was the one that Mark set me up at, and another one in town, got a few silvers, so I'm going to combine those and make that video up. Also, I've got another video coming up. I'm getting close to 4,000 subscribers. I'm only about 200 away. So I am thinking about doing another giveaway just to push to 4,000. I've always done a giveaway at the 1,000 sub marks, so 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. So I'm coming up to 4,000, so I think it's only fair I do another one, and then do a massive giveaway at 5,000. I think I'm going to do an all gold giveaway for 5,000 subs. But yeah, coming up 4,000 subs, so I think I'm going to do another giveaway video for that coming up as well. Also got another video on my truck coming up. That's been a 6-month blimmin' fiasco, that one. So that's just about done. And yeah, so I'm trying to do as many videos as I can so that when I go in for surgery, I can just feed out a few videos while I can't do anything. because straight after surgery I'm going to have 6 weeks where I'm going to be in traction like this and not going to be able to move my actual shoulder. So try and get a few videos done and get that sorted. I'm trying not to be rude or anything, but I said 70 before him. So no, hey, Digger Mike, what happens, mate, and you possibly did say it on your screen, it might have come through earlier, but on my screen, I've got Quinton McDonald was the first at 70. Then I've got Jade's Adventure says 52. And then you're 2 down after him. So I've got Quinton McDonald at 70. Jade's Adventures at 52. And then you said 70 directly after that. So it's what comes up on my screen. And it's basically, it's the stupid lag of our wonderful blimmin' fibre what do you call it, network. It's really annoying. It's got to be on my screen. Your screen will tell you something completely different. I'll tell you what, I was on this big live stream quite a few years ago, and like there was a couple of thousand people in the chat and all the rest of it, and I got my answer in really, really quickly, and I knew it was the right answer, and on my screen it said that I was the first one on there, and I was like, yeah, woohoo, I'm first. And then he says, congratulations, blah, 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 and I'm like, that's not me, what do you mean? And then he went to his screen, and I kid you not, I was about 50 or 60 names down his list. On mine it said I was first, but on his screen, I was about 50 or 60 names down the list, and it was because of the lag. I got to the point where I actually stopped entering those competitions because with the big amounts of people in them, there was just not a show. Being over here in New Zealand, then being in America, there wasn't a show. I wasn't even going to get close. So sorry, Digger Mike. And hey, don't panic. I mean, you're fairly new to this whole YouTube thing, so it's a bit of a learning curve for you. But basically, yeah, because of the lag, it's what's on my screen will be different than what's on your screen. Even the chat will be different on my screen to what is on your screen. I'll get chat at a different rate than what you'll see it on your screen. Even though we're in the same city. So it is pretty crazy. Are you venturing to any of the shows? Are you venturing to any of the shows, Nelson or Greymouth ones? Oh, bottle shows? Probably not. I didn't actually know that there was any, to be honest. I might come up to the Nelson one. Give me some dates on the Nelson one, because then I can come see you, come see Clay. I've got a couple, and Jade. See a few people up there. Digger Mike, no, all good's good. Yes, sorry, Digger Mike. It just is to. Oh, hey, Digger Mike, have you seen the chat? JRog83 has just said that he will give his prize to you. So how cool's that? Are you definitely sure you want to do that, JRog83? Do you just want to confirm that for me, please? I've seen it in the chat there. Give mine to Digger. So JRog, can you please just confirm that for me? And what I was going to say, 14th of January. Oh, no, that might be a bit close. Absolutely, he says. You're a legend, J-Rog. You're awesome. Thank you very much. There you go. Digger Mike, you won something. I'll just give you that one, buddy. We'll catch up and go for a swing soon. Hey, Dave, one thing I was just telling the other YouTube members, and since you've just popped up, I know you've been a YouTube member for quite a while, but what I'm doing is I'm trying to push away from the YouTube memberships, and I'm trying to push and promote my Patreon. Now, the reason I'm doing that is twofold. Patreon gives you more perks. You get videos that don't come onto Patreon. There's vlogs on there. There's gardening videos. There's a whole bunch of videos that won't get onto YouTube ever. And you also get first dibs on watching any of my YouTube videos, because my YouTube videos always load onto Patreon first, then onto YouTube a couple of days later. Now, the reason I'm doing and pushing the Patreon over and above the YouTube memberships is that Patreon pay about 4 times more per subscription than YouTube does. So for a couple of bucks more per month, if you go to Patreon, you'll get more perks, more videos, no ads as well. Still the same perks back here in YouTube, but I get more support out of the Patreon money than I do for the YouTube subscription members subscription money. So apparently YouTube take a huge percentage of it, and yeah, it just doesn't seem to be working. So I'm trying to push people over to my Patreon if they can afford it. If you can't, don't worry about it. It's not a big deal. I tried rejoining Patreon. It doesn't like my new bank card. Oh, okay. Yeah, sweet as. Yeah, if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. It's not a problem. It's not a major. I'm just doing a big push on Patreon this year. I'm going to really try and push that and get the numbers up on that one. I'm doing like weekly vlogs, putting into there. I'm doing my gardening. All my gardening videos go into there. There'll be knife making videos. There'll be a lot of exclusive stuff that will go into there. Going to do a little bit more like Clay's tool stories, where I'll just do a bit of a vlog, snap vlog, throw it on Patreon, bit of an update, how you doing, rah, rah, rah. I might sort of document my surgery a wee bit more as well. So there'll be a lot more stuff on Patreon than YouTube. YouTube will be my big feature videos. Patreon will be a little bit more personal and, yeah, more of the personal stuff, the vlogs, and just day-to-day life. So, yeah. So if you want to support me a bit more, guys, those who aren't a member or signed up to Patreon, yeah, go for it. Be much appreciated. Also, we do the end of stream draws on the live streams, where basically anybody who's a member, a YouTube member or a Patreon goes in the draw, and anybody who does a super chat like we did just a second ago, they go in the draw as well. So, yeah. Where is Black and Gold, Blake? Oh, Caleb, we were talking about Black and Gold Tobies. Black and Gold Tobies up in Lake Pearson or Lake Linden are pretty much dynamite. They're a bit of a go-to lure, the old Black and Gold Toby. If everything is failing, generally I'll throw on a Black and Gold, and yeah, you seem to have a bit of luck. Yeah, so it's not actually a lake, but it's yeah, I think Dead Possum was just saying that it's yeah, Black and Gold Toby. Awesome little lure. So guys, right, let's do a couple of draws. Right. Got my barrel. Gonna empty it from last time. Oh, thanks, Kiwi and All Sorts. Kiwi and Oz All Sorts. Right. Okay, so we'll do all the patrons and members first. Thank you so much for your support, guys. It does mean a lot to me. I don't get a huge amount per month, but it does go straight back into the channel. And the other thing was, I had all these things in my head of what I'm gonna say in these streams, and I always forget and all the rest of it. Digger Mike, I'm really looking into the Knox 900. Oh, what about the Manticore, bro? Oh, I think the 900 is just a glorified 800. I don't know. I reckon the Manticore might be. Oh, cheers, Jade. Thanks for that. There goes the Patreon link if you are interested. But also, guys, what other things would you like to see on giveaways? I mean, I do a lot of coins and bits and pieces because that's sort of my background, and that's part of my detecting and things like that. But let me know if there are other things you'd like to see, like gift cards or other bits and pieces, hats, merchandise, things like that. Let me know. Give me a bit of an idea. Do some leave some comments later on down the track or whatever of what sort of giveaways and gifts you'd like to see me doing. And yeah, nah, we're not doing gold, Johnny. You might do a flake, like a point something or other of a gram flake, but we could possibly do that. Bottles, I could do that, Dave. I've got a bunch of West Coast bottles, crownies. I've got, what else have I got? I've got some West Coast and Dunedin crownies. Yeah. Digger Mike, price is too high for me. Yeah, no, it's sweet as, mate. Not a problem. Not a problem. I mean, it's $5. It's $5 US per month. So it's not huge, and it is per month. But yeah, don't panic, Digger Mike. I'm just pushing it because I want my channel to grow this year, and I've got a goal. I've got like a 5 to 10 year goal of basically my YouTube and Patreon supporting me, so that I can do it full time, so that I can actually create and do videos on a weekly basis to an epic standard, and grow the channel, and yeah, maybe within 10 years time hit that 100k subscriber mark. That's my goal. It's a massive goal, it's a huge goal, and it's going to be little tiny steps to go to get there. But yeah, that's where I want to be. I want it to be supporting my family, and yeah, so that I can do what I love full time, create these videos for you guys, and entertain you all. So yeah, it's probably a bit of a pipe dream, but hey, we've all got to have dreams, and we've all got to have something to strive towards, don't we? I think I'm like cool looking silver bar. Oh, you're talking about the Manticore. Righty, I'm with you. I'm with you, Mike. Yep. Yeah, I haven't even looked at the prices actually, to be honest. But even the 900 is pretty expensive. I was looking at a 900 in Dredge NZ the other day, and that was right up there. I think, don't quote me, but I'm sure they were up around 1700, weren't they? Big jump over the 800. Big jump. But I don't know what the Manticore is. So, right. Members and patrons. Dredge NZ. Is that the Manticore Dredge NZ? So the Manticore is even another big jump up, isn't it? Another big jump. Maybe I will just stick with my Nox 800. Right. What have we got here? Who are we going to do? We have got... So this is a member or Patreon. And these guys will go on the diary. So I'm keeping all your names down on the diary. Ha 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 ha! Digger Mike! How did you end up on there, Digger? Oh yeah, you remember, aren't you? Yeah. Digger Mike! You have won a token. Oh! Guess what? You're on 2. You won last time. So, Patreon member, Digger Mike. I'll just do another tick beside you. So you are 2 down, buddy. 2 down on your way to 5. So congrats, Digger Mike. Around the 2k mark for the 900. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Dredge NZ, you might be able to elaborate on that, but I'm pretty sure they were, was it 1799, Charles? Do you just want to, I can't remember. Yeah, whoop whoop, says Digger Mike. Well done, mate. So you're on 2 marks for a brand new knife. So these are the super chats, guys. And again, thank you so much for your support, guys. It all helps. Way to go, Digger Mike, says Kiwi in Oz. You're welcome, Digger Mike. And Jade's. Someone say knives. Yeah, Vanguard Adventure Vlogs. My end of stream draws, I do 2 draws. I do one for Super Chats and one for Patreons and members. And what they do is the winner goes in, I've got a diary. And so Super Chats, there'll be a bunch of names down here. Patreons and members, there'll be a bunch of names down here. Now, I pulled out Digger Mike last week, and I just pulled out Digger Mike, so he's actually got 2 entries into two tokens, and Jay's Adventures has 1. So these guys here, the first person to win 5 times, so 5 times, wins a knife of their choice. So it won't be one of the really big ones. So it won't be one of these big ones, but it'll be up to the value of $300. So anything like this. So a nice little knife like that one there, or the camper. This one. Anything like that. Custom built to your specs. You pick the handle. You pick the blade. And yeah, we'll sort it out from there and then make it, and then it all starts again. So it'll be the first one to 5 again, wins the knife, and we'll just keep that going for a while until you guys all get bored of it. So, and I'm pretty sure I can send those overseas as well. I will, do them up so that I will be able to vacuum pack them and seal them up so they'll be able to get sent overseas. So, all right. So there you go. Next time, Vanguard. If you're interested, do a super chat or sign up to my Patreon or something. I remember way back in the day, you were one of my first ever Patreons. So sadly, I didn't really look after Patreon back then and didn't post much. And yeah, that was to my own detriment. That one. Never mind. But here we go. This is for a super chat. Who's it going to be? They're all stuck together. Right, here we go. We've got one. There it goes. Who's it going to be? Jade again. Crikey. Jade's Adventures does it again. So he's now 2 against his name. So it's a bit of a race between Digger Mike and Jade's Adventures at the moment. You guys are going to have to up your game if you want to get one of those knives. Alrighty, guys. 2 weeks in a row, Jade. I know. My goodness, you're on a roll. You guys are going to have to up your game. Nah, it's all good. It is all good. Yeah, need to get back on page. Yeah, I mean, it's up to you. It's up to you, Vanguard. I mean, it'd be much appreciated. And like I say, it'll put you in the draw every week, guaranteed. So, because every member and every Patreon goes in the end of stream draw, guaranteed. You just turn up to the stream. You don't even have to stay. As long as you turn up, I see your name, write it down. That's it. Bam, you're in the draw to get your name picked at the end of the night. And then obviously super chats. The more you do of that, the more names you're going to get in. Like Jade. Jade did 2 or 3 tonight, and yeah, he reaped the benefits from it. So, alrighty, guys. Well, that's pretty much me for tonight. Shot Jade, paper, scissors, rock. Might have to if you both end up with 5 in the same night. That would be funny, wouldn't it? So, yeah, there's still plenty of time, Dead Possum. Plenty of time. Yeah, I mean, the extra support, Vanguard, would be awesome. It'd be great. Really going to push everything this year. Going to try and really build, while I've got the time at home, while I'm on ACC, I'm going to really try and build up the network and the base of my channel a little bit more. get some knives built, some silver poured, get some merchandise done. I do have the Teespring is linked up to my YouTube now, so that every time you go into a video, my t-shirts are down the bottom there and you can purchase them. I have been selling a few of those just recently, but I'm also going to try and get some stuff and actually get it done locally and have it on my website so that you can purchase it straight up as well. So we'll see how that goes as well. But yeah, just really want to push it, really want to build the channel, and I want to start growing it. Really want to start growing it. I'm getting some professional advice on how to work the algorithms, the YouTube algorithms, and what I need to be doing with my videos to try and promote and push. And you might see my main channel might mainstream a little bit more with my content, and I might be a little bit more dedicated to only 2 or 3 things rather than lots and lots of things. But the rest of it will all go into Patreon, hence why I'm going to push the Patreon. So I might do hunting, gold mining, a little bit of detecting and fishing on my main YouTube channel. But then everything else like detecting, my gardening and knife making and all the other stuff will go on Patreon so that I can streamline YouTube a little bit more and target audience better, because it seems to be if you target a certain audience, you'll grow quicker. If you have videos of lots of variation, you seem to not grow as much. So I've got to maybe try and somehow streamline that. But I'm off to see a chap next week who's going to give me some advice on that. Yeah, bro, love the rooftop tent. That thing's about 8 years old, mate, and still going strong. In fact, we were down at Lake Benmore. We had our friends actually stayed up in there. We call it the rooftop Hilton. They stayed there. They didn't have a tent of their own, so they stayed in there, and the kids all stayed in the camper with our kids, and they loved it, absolutely loved it. But yeah, no, mate, I'll go away. Like I went away gold fossicking with Jade's Adventures and the Sluices a few weekends back, and yeah, we set up that. Jade and Dylan slept in the awning, and I slept up in the rooftop tent, and we basically cooked and eat and did everything out of the back of it. So I got a permanent cooker in the back of the truck now that on sliding drawers that all pulls out, gas in there and all the rest of it, cutlery, plates, everything in the back of the truck now. So you just drop the tailgate, mate, pull it all out, and you can live out of it. It's awesome, loving it. Going to fit a water tank in there soon, and then run a wee 12-volt pump, so we'll have running water as well. So yeah, quite the wee get away from home vehicle. Sergeant Z, how's it, brother? How are you doing? YouTube can be hit and miss at the moment, brother. I'm still... Yeah, I know. I've been going about 4 years now, 4 or 5 years, and I sort of, yeah, I'm only just coming up 4,000 subs, but again, I have little periods where I don't post enough. So what I've got to be doing is I've got to be posting a video at least once a week. I think that's the big thing, and they've got to be videos that hold the audience. I've jumped a bit by doing a couple of collaborations with Clay Tool Stories and then also the Sluices. That's really helped. So yeah, getting in amongst other YouTubers is a good idea. It's a good way of building your channel. And just keeping it streamlined, I think, is the main thing. I mean, you look at the Sluices, they're over 6,000 subs now, and they've only been going a couple of years, but they only do one thing. They're gold mining. That's it. That's all they focus on, and they're targeting that audience so that they seem to grow or have grown a lot quicker. And young Dylan's really cottoned on to the algorithm as well, so I need to figure that out and learn that. But once I figure that, we'll get there. Poor Dad Adventures. How's it, mate? You been lurking, or you been there for a while? Or have you just popped in? Would you do a video on your slide out cooker? Hey, bud, I'm actually working on a video at the moment with the truck, and it's been 6 months in the making, that video. It goes right back to when I failed my warrant, and then the truck burnt up and went in to get fixed. Pulled apart, ripped apart, and redone and fixed up, and then so I've got a video that I've done on all of that. So the do's and don'ts of actually what you need for a legal four-wheel drive, for fitnesses and stuff like that, because we got caught out. We got caught out big time with an old mechanic who thought he was doing us a favour by letting things slide, only for us to have a fully illegal four-wheel drive. And then the bonuses of having a legal vehicle to have insurance and all the rest of it. And then, of course, once I got the truck back, I redid all the slides and the drawers in the back. So I'm going to do a video with a walk around of the entire truck. So, because it's got brand new suspension, brand new tyres, brand new drawers in the back, the whole system in the back's new cooker, the whole lot. So I'm going to do, yeah, I've pretty much done, I've done 90% of the video. I just have to do a walk around now and a video of the back drawers and the narration side of the video, which will be me in front of a camera doing a big narration, and then I'll be dropping in. So it's a massive video. It will be a big video. I will compress it, and it'll be a lot of voiceover and stuff like that. But yeah, no, poor Dad. There will be a video coming up of the entire rear drawer system, and also what I've got planned for the truck coming up after that, because there's still a few things I need to do for the solar and solar to run my battery system, and also a fresh water system on there as well. What was illegal about it? Yeah, it was basically, it was all mods that I could have certified, but there was a 4-month wait for the certification, and I needed the truck that weekend. Well, not that weekend, but that month. But basically, I was running 35-inch tyres, of which I was sold and told they were fine. I was running a 3-inch lift. Now, 2 inch is the maximum you can go, apparently. And then there was other things, like I had a light on the front of the truck on the bonnet that is illegal. You're not allowed to have anything protruding out of the front of the vehicle, because if you hit somebody, and personally, if you hit somebody, they're in history in that thing anyway, whether I got a light bar on the front bonnet or not. But so yeah, a lot of little things like that my mechanic had been letting slip. But then he'd also let things slip like wheel bearings. One of my wheel bearings, when they pulled it off, actually collapsed in the guy's hand. It was that destroyed. The guy was surprised we even drove the truck in there. He said there was about 10 to 15 mils play in the front wheel. All my wheel bearings were shot. All my suspension bushes were shot. My suspension, even though it was illegal, it was a 3-inch lift, all my suspension was shot. All the shocks were actually leaking and not that good. Yeah, we basically had $10,500 worth of repairs to get it back legal and warranted. So it hurt a lot, but we were pretty glad we did it, because 2 weeks after getting it back after the warrant, the starter motor shorted out for no apparent reason after sitting there for 2 days cold and burnt the engine bay out. So if we hadn't have done all those mods and made it a certifiable warranted vehicle, insurance wouldn't have touched us, and that was another $9,000 repair. That insurance actually covered all of that. So it's going to be a big video, and it's going to go all into that aspects of things, all those illegal mods and things. Because even 33-inch tyres on a Land Cruiser are actually illegal. They are 0.06 over the limit of the warrant. So I think you can go so many percent over your factory rolling diameter, and a 33 is 0.06 above that. So 33s are actually illegal on most trucks, and not a lot of people know that. So hopefully I'm gonna sort of let people understand and know, and maybe teach people some things that they don't have a clue on. I mean, I was naive to it all. I probably should have. It's my own fault. I should have looked it all up. I've only got myself to blame. Yeah, road trip to Reefton, mate. I'll be all over the place, man. All over the place. I'll be getting out as mobile as much as I can until I end up with surgery. Yeah, I stopped vlogging after being a dad and uncle and $20,000 priorities. Yeah. Sorry, guys, just catching up on the chat. Silver Tanifa is in the house. Silver T, my brother. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to you. Dan, that's a lot of, yeah, it was a lot of work, Vanguard. It was hideous. Yeah, it'll be a good video, Paul Dad. As long as I edit it and do it properly, it should be pretty cool. I don't want it to be too long. There's a lot of stuff happened to that truck in the last 6 months. So I've seen a lot of light bars on the bottom. I know, and that's why I did it, Sarge. It was just like, I mean, everybody else did it, and I did it, and I got through probably 2 warrants with my old guy. Took it to a new guy, and they were like, "Oh no, you can't have that on there. That's illegal." So I was like, "Oh well, yeah." It is common for four-wheel drive things, man. It's a lot of things that a lot of guys do, but because we all do it, we don't actually see. You did, Silver T. We all do it, and I think we don't realise that what we're doing is actually fully illegal. And if you have a crash with your vehicle running any of that gear, insurance can turn around and say, no, your vehicle is not up to warrant standard. It's an illegal vehicle, and not honour that claim. So got to be so careful. Got to be so careful these days. And of course, everybody's tightening their belts and getting really clamping down on that stuff now as well. So you've got to be careful. I'm hoping this video will be able to educate a few people as to the do's and don'ts of four-wheel driving. Oh, cool! Yeah, there's some nice tracks over in the over in Reefton. Yeah, even the back of Brunner and all around and through there's some nice ones. The only thing is I've set my truck up more as a tourer now rather than a mean off-road vehicle. It was a good off-road truck, good mud plugger, but I've gone more now for the touring, shingle roads, river bouncing. So yeah, Big River. That's a cool one. Did radiator, thermostat, and timing belt change. Yeah, saved a fortune. Yeah, if I had the time, I would have done a lot of it myself. But yeah, just didn't have the time. Big River's epic. Oh, I might have to do Big River. Definitely. Well, guys, I am not going to waffle on too much more. I'm just wasting all your guys' time. I'm surprised you've all hung around this long. But yeah, there are lots and lots of vids coming up. I'm gonna try and do and cram in as much as I can before the surgery, and then hopefully after I've sort of had my surgery and I can actually be mobile again, I'm going to cram a whole lot more in and try and get as much done as I can before I head back to work. And yeah, try and really push the channel, build as much as I can, and yeah, got to entertain you guys. It's all about you guys, hey? It's all about you guys, the viewers and the subscribers, and I mean you're the ones that support me. So I need to be I need to be doing more for you guys and producing top-notch A-quality videos for you guys. So yeah, well, Jade, I'm going to try and commit to every Sunday. I went tonight because I'm going to my parents. My parents are house sitting tomorrow, so I knew I wasn't going to be able to get on live tomorrow. So I decided to go live today. And actually, to be honest, all my days are blurring into one another at the moment, not going to work and all the rest of it. So it's hard to know what day's what. But yeah, going to try and commit to every Sunday night at 8 o'clock. And if I can't do it I will try and push it in on a Friday or a Saturday if I know I'm not going to be here. Worst case scenario, it will be a Monday night. But it'll be, yeah, once a week there will be a live. Yeah, even if it's not very big, just to catch up and a few giveaways, we'll run with that. May do one every now and again on a Sunday morning, if I can, just to get a few more of our overseas subscribers and watchers in, rather than them having to get up in the middle of the night. But yeah, there'll be definitely one every Sunday. So yeah, I'll throw you a channel in my Discord for you, brother. Oh, cheer, bro. Thank you. I'm looking at buying Silverton. I'm looking at buying a 2008 VX Land Cruiser twin turbo diesel vat. Flip me days, bro. You win lotto or something? Nice. Oh, that would be flash. No, your vids and lives are awesome. Oh, thanks, Digger Mike. Silver, say hi. I will, Silver T. Will. Yeah. Yeah. I'll send you a message next time, Silver T, so you know we're going live. But yeah, I'd say unless I'm away for the weekend, which I probably won't be at the moment. It will definitely be a Sunday night, 8 o'clock, just as it was last time. So, oh, cool beans. Oh, so you'll get it nice and cheap. Mates rates. Good on you. Well done. Hopefully he hasn't thrashed it too much. That's sweet. Alrighty, guys. Well, thank you so much for hanging around. My goodness, look at that. 115 minutes. We have been gas bagging a fair bit, haven't we? Congratulations to all the winners. Don't forget, guys, to flick through your emails. Quinton, flick through an email of your address and I'll fire that thing through to you. Digger Mike, I'll pop that off to you when we catch up. We'll try and catch up this week, maybe. I know you're probably back at work, but we'll see how it goes. And yeah, Dead Possum, just need your address again. If you just want to flick that through to me via email. Crispy's Kiwi Adventures. Hey, Silver Tanifa says hi, Poppet. Hi. She says hi back, mate. Right, better go. Yeah, I gotta go and have dinner, man. What is the time? 10:55. It's a late dinner. It might be ready. See you on the next one. Oh, you hung around, Nigel? Thanks for popping in, mate. Much appreciated.
Dinner's almost ready.
Okay, sweet. Alrighty, guys. Thank you so much. You say bye, Papa.
Bye.
Alrighty, guys. We'll do the next one. Be safe. Have a good week. And we'll see you next weekend. And keep an eye out for those vids coming out during the week. Be safe. Until the next one, happy hunting. Well, let me know this time, Silver Tanifa. I don't want to find out on YouTube that you've been down here and all the rest and stealing my gold. No, I would have loved to have catch up with you, mate. Let me know. Let me know. Alrighty, guys. Catch you later.